and welcome to the practice. Let's begin. Find a comfortable seated shape. Stretch, move around before you become still. And then whenever you are ready to truly settle, let us take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Back to your natural breath. Noticing how you are sitting, observing the breath, and just let go of any expectations you might have from yourself in this practice today. And then let's place the hands to the heart center, rub the palms to create some heat, and when they are warm, massage the hands over the eyes. Whenever you are ready, release the hands and open the eyes. Okay, so let's come to tabletop and work on the wrists. So just a regular tabletop with the hands and your knees on the floor. And then we are going to turn the fingers out to the sides and then turn them again so your fingers will be pointing towards your knees. Feeling the arms are pressing the floor away, hollow the chest, make the upper back puffy, and also engage your lower abdomen. So try not to sink into that lower back. Then let's come out of it, doing some stretches to neutralize the wrists. Back to tabletop, and then this time, right hand, press the back of the hand down to the floor, and try not to bend the elbow, keep it straight. Again, keeping the hollow body shape. Noticing even pressure in the wrist. And then gently release and neutralize the wrist joints. Working on the other side, so this time the back of the left hand will be down. And then release it, neutralize the joints. Back to tabletop. And this time you are going to turn the fingers out away from one another. And if the wrist could touch, then touch. If not, bring them really close. And hollow the chest, hollow the belly. If you feel to stay, maybe sway the body side to side. Noticing the wrist, the different amount of pressure placed on the wrist joints. And then release, neutralize. And then back to tabletop. Wrists are right underneath the shoulders, hollow the belly and hollow the chest. Tailbone scoot under. And then we are going to shift forward and back. So keeping this hollow body shape. Shifting forward so the shoulders go past the wrists, and then shifting back. Again, be mindful not to let the pelvis sink. Then shifting forward and stay here. Then release, neutralize the wrists. Back to tabletop, the shoulders above your wrists and your knees are underneath the hips. Keeping the spine in a neutral shape, extend the right leg out. And the leg doesn't have to be super high, but the muscles need to be active. On exhale, draw the knee into the nose. Inhale, away. Exhale, touch. Make sure they touch. Inhale, reach. Exhale together. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale together. Inhale, reach again. Exhale together. Holding, breathing. And then on the exhale, release. Neutralize your body, reset it in your own way. And then let's prepare to work on the other side again, keeping a flat spine or slightly rounding. Extend the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, away. Exhale, touch. Inhale, reach. Exhale together. Inhale, reach. Exhale together. Inhale, reach. Exhale together. Hold. Breathe. Exhale, release. Reset. Checking your neck. Make sure it stays quite relaxed. Now, whenever you're ready, let's come to downward facing dog. Familiarize yourself in the shape. And just check that there's no arch in the spine. So trying to keep this hugging effect in your rib cage in particular. Legs remain strong. And then we are going to either walk or hop to the top of the mat. On exhale, you fold forward. Give yourself a few moments to find that shape that you like to be in. Be it active or passive, you decide. And then as you inhale, gently rise up to standing, reaching the arms up to the sky. Maybe do a back bend if you prefer. On exhale, back to the center, arms down. Stand at the top of the mat, belly hug in. And then as you inhale, you are going to bend your knees and sink into a chair. Hands anywhere that you feel comfortable. Back of the thighs engaged. Glutes are also engaged. Okay, and then we are going to come into warrior 3, pressing the left leg all the way back. Try not to open the left hip up too much. On exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Round the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Inhale, reach again. Exhale, hug. Breathing here. Really engage the lower abdomen, the hip flexor, and the thigh muscle. And try to soften the arms and keeping that thigh really, really close to the belly. And then on the exhale, let's open your feet wide, sink the hips down into Malasana, the yogic squat. Take care of your knees and the ankles. Feel free to sway the body. And perhaps you can round the spine. Trying to increase that spinal flexion, the rounding of the spinal curve. All right, and then we are going to come back into a standing forward fold. And bending your knees a lot. Inhale, rise up to chair. Again, you decide where the arms need to be. Take care of your knees. Make sure they don't feel any unnecessary pressure. And then right leg to the back in a warrior 3. On exhale, draw the thigh into the belly, hug into ostrich. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, hug. Inhale, away. Exhale, hug. Again, inhale, away, ground down with the left foot. Exhale, hug. Inhale, away. Exhale, hug. hold tightly. Draw the heel close to the butt and then gently release the arms, or at least soften them, the grip. Then on exhale, come into the second set yogic squat. See if you can round the spine even more, but checking the hips stay low. And then with control, let's sit down all the way and lie on your back. Work on the supine bakasana. So your feet will be on the floor, belly hug in, pressing the lower back down onto the mat, and draw both thighs into the belly. Extend the arms up to the ceiling with the palms facing the sky. Then on the exhale, draw the knee in to touch the armpits as you lift the head and the shoulders up. Exhale, release the legs. Draw, and then release. Draw, don't move the arms. Exhale, release. Draw. Exhale, release. And then draw and hold, keeping the palms pushing into the ceiling. Tight, tight, tight body. And then on the exhale, release. Take a little break. Let's prepare to do the second set. So set up, wrist right above the shoulders, lift your head and shoulders up. And then let's draw the thighs in, knees to the armpits, and then release. Draw, touch, release. Draw, knees to the armpits, release. Touch, release. Again, touch and stay. Heels to the butt, strong arms push into the ceiling. Lift the head up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let go. Again, breathe, move, stretch in your own way to reset. When you're ready, hug your knees in, roll up, and come into plank. Hands and your toes on the floor. Really create a huge puff in the upper back. Suck the lower abs in. Engage your butt and engage your thighs. When you are ready, gently shift forward so shoulders go past the wrists. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Forward. Back. Forward. Stay. Strong arms, keeping your neck relaxed. Hollow the chest. And then on the exhale, knees on the floor, and let's come into a child pose. Check in with the wrists, make sure they feel all right. And then we are going to come up and come into some pike push-ups. So for pike push-ups, we are going to start from a tabletop, and then we are going to place the crown of the head down to the floor, and the hands and the crown of the head will create a triangle on the mat. So make the upper back really puffy, so spread your shoulder blades, engaging your belly. Try not to arch in that back. And then you are going to lean forward, elbows bending, slowly lower the crown of the head down to the floor. Keep the upper back broad. And then on the inhale, you are going to press back up into tabletop. Okay? Let's do 5 of these. Yes, it's going to be difficult and challenging, but don't worry so much about it. So I'm going to show you one more time. So as you can see, when I lower the head down, my upper back is still broad. They don't come in, so there's no valley. Okay? So take it nice and slow, making sure that you can really feel the rounding of the spine. Okay? So let's get ready and let's do it. So round the spine. On the exhale, bend the elbows, crowd the head down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down, slow motion. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Inhale up, don't lose your engagement. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. All right, and then release it back to a child pose. Feel free to turn the head side to side if you like. And if you want to, lace your fingers behind the back. Or feel free to do some mini rabbits. As you inhale from the crown of the head, rolling all the way to the top as you lift the hips up. And then gently on the exhale, you come back down. So for some people, it's actually quite therapeutic. Okay, so whenever you are ready, we are going to come into our first crow. We will be doing 2, just FYI. First one. All right. So again, really feel those arms working, shoulders working, belly, legs. And let's come into your crow. We will be holding for a little while. So when you are in your crow, feel everything, continue to work really hard, aiming to lift everything up to the sky, fighting against gravity. All this time the breath is smooth and fluid. Don't forget to engage your toes. Breathing, holding, stay strong. I'm with you. And gently lower down. Do whatever that you need to make yourself feel better. Check in with the wrists. All right, so number 2. Okay, stay strong. We can do this. Okay, and you decide, should the elbows stay bent, or do you want to get them a little bit more straighter or straight all the way? Finding that crow. And don't think about when it's going to end. Just think about this very present moment. We are fighting really hard in our crow, staying really, really strong. And the longer you stay in crow, the side effect is you just get stronger. Checking that the neck remains quite relaxed. So you are working on the upper back muscles. Try not to strain your neck and top shoulders. Okay. All right, and then gently let's release. Ooh, good job. Just pat yourself on the back. And maybe come into child pose, or really just do whatever that feels right, feels comfortable. Taking some deep breaths maybe. A quick scan of the body, make sure there's no particular part in the body that feels extremely uncomfortable. Okay, and then we are going to come back into a seated shape. We are going to neutralize the wrists. So the left hand is going to form a letter L with the first 2 fingers, and you are going to wrap those fingers around the right wrist. So is that base of the palm and that funny bone area. A firm grip, but the right wrist could still move. Okay, and do some rotations here. Then don't forget to do the other side. Okay, and then we are going to massage the forearm. By massaging the forearms, we are also releasing that tension, the pressure in the wrists, as the nerves and the fascia and everything are connected. Let's work on the other side. And then reversing it. And do the forearm massage with the thumb. All right, and then just sit in a comfortable shape. Placing the right hand beside the hip, left arm to the sky. And then let's reach over to the right. And this is a feel good pose, so just see how you want to stretch, where do you want to look. Perhaps you want to add a back bend by placing the left hand behind the neck and open the chest up to the sky. Breathe. Coming back to the center, and then do the other side whenever you are ready. So it's the same intention. Whether or not you want to do the same shape, that is entirely up to you. Gently, let's come back to the center. Place your hands behind the back of the head as you inhale. Open the shoulders to chest and the elbows out. On the exhale, round the spine, elbows pointing down. Inhale, open. Then exhale, round. Continue on your own. Whether you want to move continuously or stay in one spot and just stretch and breathe, your choice. And do you want to breathe deeper in the stretch? Okay, and then on your next inhale, when you lift up and open, I'd like you to keep the chest lifted and release the hands and place the hands behind the body. You can come on to your fingertips or placing the palms down to the floor and walk the arms away from the hips. Feel free to look at the sky, but keeping that lift in the chest as you spread your collarbones to not, collapsing into the chest. Take a few breaths here. Lengthen the front body, the upper front body. Gently, let's release the shape and just sit in a comfortable form. And just stay. Coming back to the here and now, then hands to the heart center. Silently thank yourself for dedicating some time to practice, and also thank you for spending the time to practice with me. Rub the palms to create some heat. Cup the hands over the eyes. Whenever you are ready, release the hands and open the eyes. Hope you enjoy the practice. Namaste.